Okay, it's 6:02, and I'll call this meeting to order with a pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do I have approval of the minutes, regular business meeting, December 19th, 2022, and a special meeting that was held on December 27th, 2022?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Agenda amendments?
No, sir.
Correspondence?
No.
Okay, this will be our organizational meeting. I have resolution 2023-01, organization of the Board of Supervisors. Do I have a motion to approve that resolution?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Any questions?
What's the organization?
Pardon me?
What's the organization?
It'll be the organizational for all of the duties of the supervisors and the employees. We'll go through each item. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Welcome aboard, Chairman Davis.
Switcheroo. All right, this will be the part where we appoint all the different positions, so we'll start with B, to appoint our secretary. So I need a motion to appoint Lisa Valamon as the municipal secretary.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint the Knox Law Firm and their attorneys as township solicitor, rate schedule on file.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Questions?
Can you guys hear me in this?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint Matthew Jonas, township engineer and alternate rep to the Erie County MPO.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint Tamara Cass, zoning administrator.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Questions about that one? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint Kip Hayford, code enforcement officer.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Appoint employees and approve wages and benefits. Motion to appoint Timothy Elias and Regina Urban, Andrew Fox, Michael Hannes, Larry Hudaki, Deborah Yogaman, Joseph Malinowski, Jeffrey Mathias, Michelle Nesselhoff, Joseph Passarati, Gerald Sayer, Steve Skelly, Joseph Whitmer, and Dan Wilder as township employees for 2023 with an 8% wage increase, and approving all paid time off and benefits as stated in the Summit Township Personnel Code for all appointees. Employees shall attend the meetings of the various boards of the township and county, as well as any other meetings as directed by the board. Supervisors and employees will receive wages for attendance at these meetings per the second-class township code. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tony, I think 8% is ridiculous. It's higher than inflation, and the general public is not getting an 8% wage increase. you guys need to cut back. We don't have a kitty of money. The fire department's trying to take our money. You should not be paying more than 5% to anybody. It should be 3%, but I can see 5 because inflation's a little high, but 8% is above inflationary rate. And anybody in here that has a job did not get an 8% pay raise this year, and nobody is gonna get a pay raise of 8%. I think you need to look back at that and do something for it. I want that on the record.
We've done a lot of investigating, actually, believe it or not, and even today I learned a lot more than I thought I knew already. And at one point we were at 13%. We are down right now to almost 9%. Social Security got 8.5%. A lot of the townships, majority of the townships are doing between 6 and 10. We had one that wasn't doing anything, but they also gave the employees a really big bonus. It just, we all do to be contentious, of course, and then we also reserve the right next year to not give them anything,
That's
depending on
not
how
happening.
things go.
In all the years that I've come here,
Yeah.
you meaning the supervisors, not you three, because you haven't been here for 20 years, have never not given a raise to anything.
Right.
When inflation was running at 0% or 1%, you guys were giving 3 and 3.5%. Those employees are making darn good money. You ask any of them, they don't want to quit. 8% is outrageous. I think it needs to be dropped back to 5%. I just want it on the record.
Okay, thank you. We had, okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. H, all eligible employees are entitled to pension according to township pension policy. Pension be set at $8,700 per employee for 2023. Payments to be made quarterly to the principal financial group pension trustee. The motion to increase the pension contribution by $100 per adopted 2023 minimal municipal obligation.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Questions about that?
Is that $100 a week?
No, a year.
Okay.
Oh. Yes.
Is that on the 8,700?
Yes.
87.
So that'll be 88.
No.
No, it's 86 now, going to 87. 100. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Appoint our CPA, motion to appoint Busey Barker Lyle. What?
You're good.
Incorporated as the auditing firm to audit the township financial books and records for 2022.
Motion. Second.
Questions about?
When do they do that? When is that published?
We'll start it soon.
February, they'll be here in February, but yes,
February,
the final audit is put in the newspaper.
Okay. In February.
No, it probably won't go in the paper until April or May.
They do the audit in February.
Any other questions?
Usually takes a month.
Well, they'll be here for a few days collecting information, then they take it all back to their office and put it in, so yeah, it takes a little while.
They do several, we're not their only customers, so I don't know when they get started, but that's just where we fall in the line, I guess. Must be, okay. Well, that's pretty standard. We usually don't get the results till March, April, depending on how smooth it goes. So, are there other questions about that? CPA? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to appoint Jason Crilly to the vacancy board.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Questions about that one?
What is the vacancy?
If one of us ends up out for whatever reason done, he'll step in until the year's over?
No, he actually will choose a successor.
Oh,
Yes.
he won't be a supervisor?
No.
No?
No.
I did not know.
So if the remaining two supervisors can't agree on someone, then Jason steps in as the third,
Really?
yes, and votes on it, and if it still can't go, then it goes to the court of common pleas.
So I don't look like the only dumb one. Did anyone else know that?
I've heard it, just never paid that much, never had to use it.
All right, sorry about that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, six A, Commission for Real Estate Tax Collection for 2023. Motion to warrant Summit Township elected tax collector Deborah Cameron to collect real estate taxes for 2023. Commission to be $3.97 per parcel.
Motion.
Second.
Questions?
Is that a raise of any sort, Tony?
Say it again.
Is that a raise from what she was getting last year? Do you know?
Is it?
Do you know what percentage or how much?
Do we know?
I do not, but I can tell you.
I don't think it's.
It was approved last February for 4 years, because you have to approve the wage for the tax collector prior to the election.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, does it increase every year by X amount?
Yeah, it's a minimal increase annually. I mean, I can tell you exactly what it
That's
is.
okay. I remember after you said that they did that before she was reelected.
Yep, prior to election.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Commission for Street Lake District Collection for 2023, motion to reaffirm tax collector Cameron's commission for street light collection at 2.5% of collection monies per ordinance 2004-01.
Motion.
Second.
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Appoint local services tax collector, motion to appoint H.A. Berkheimer Incorporated as the LSD collector, commission rate to be 1.8%.
Motion.
Second.
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
What was their percentage?
1.8%. Okay. Set the treasurer's bond, motion to set treasurer's bond in the amount of $2 million for the year 2023.
Motion.
Second.
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve resolution 2023-02 banking. We need to describe that deeper.
Sure.
Oh. Oh, this is the banking, yeah. Oh, real quick, all banks in the Erie area, but not limited to the Erie area, and located in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania shall be named as banking depositories for the Township of Summit, Erie County, Pennsylvania, for the year 2023, for the purpose of enabling Summit Township to utilize them in securing the best possible rate of interest on investments.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We'll set the meeting dates and times. Motion to designate the regular meetings of the board for the first Monday of each month at 6 p.m. and the third Monday of each month at 4:30 p.m. When Monday is a holiday, meetings will be held on the following Tuesday.
Motion.
I'll second that.
Questions about the meeting?
I guess the only thing I would say is, that next year the holidays fall on a Monday. Sunday this year. So then it says Tuesday, but it would actually be Wednesday.
For 23, or for 24, 24.
And
Yeah. Oh, you're asking about Christmas.
And New Year's.
Well, New Year's will be 24.
Where are you looking?
Hang on.
That'd be Friday, Monday.
Yeah, I think it's Friday.
We'd be all right, we're still good.
Good?
We're fine.
Okay. Questions about that? You? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Set mileage reimbursement. Motion to establish 2023 mileage reimbursement rate to be equal to that as established by the IRS, which is what?
Currently 65.5.
65.5% or cents per month? Okay,
But it changes
sure.
throughout the year.
Right, okay, thank you. I have a motion.
Motion?
Second?
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approve the PSAS conference attendance. Motion to approve attendance by supervisors and authorized employees at the annual PSAS conference and to reimburse for hotel, mileage, and meal expenses if applicable.
Motion.
Second?
Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Appoint the PEMA representative. Motion to appoint William First as the township's coordinator for PA Emergency Management Agency.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Questions about that one? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Appoint ECTCC delegate and alternate one. Motion to appoint Lisa Vallimont as the delegate for the Erie County Tax Collection Committee with Michelle Nesselhoff as the alternate.
Motion.
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Appoint Rec Board member. Motion to appoint Shannon Scully to the Recreation Board, term expiring 12/31/2027.
Motion?
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Appoint the Sewer Authority member. Motion to appoint Laban Marsh to the Sewer Authority, term expiring 12/31/2027.
Motion.
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Appoint Water Authority member. Motion to appoint Arthur Kurtz to the Water Authority, term expiring 12/31/2027.
Motion?
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Appoint Planning Commission member. Motion to appoint Tim Wells to the Planning Commission, term expiring 12/31/2026.
Motion.
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Appoint Zoning Hearing Board member. Motion to appoint Mike Hudak to the Zoning Hearing Board, term expiring 12/31/2025.
Motion?
Second?
Questions?
Who is that?
Dwayne Hudak?
Okay, I know who it is.
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Appoint STIA member. Motion to appoint Laban Marsh and Jack Lee to the STIA, terms expiring 12/31/2027.
Motion?
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. New business. Motion to approve or deny the use of 2023 county liquid fuels funds for road maintenance materials.
Motion.
Second?
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve deny resolution 2023-03, plan revision for Jack Kinder LLC for a small flow treatment facility.
Make that motion?
Second?
Questions about that one there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve or deny resolution 2023-04, records disposition.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to authorize advertising for 45-day review period regarding an official map revision.
Motion.
Second.
Matt, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen here. So up on the screen, I have our draft official map amendment. So basically, all we're changing is we're updating some of the projects, the 5 points roundabout's done, so that's put in there as complete. The off-ramp, or the on-ramp for 97 was put in, so that was taken off the priorities. And then we're adding these red segments, which are the areas that we would want to see proposed sidewalk in the future. And then we updated the parcels to as of December of this year. So that's the updates. So by authorizing the 45-day review period, we'll send out letters to the Erie County Department of Planning, McCain Township, Waterford Township, Green Township, and Mill Creek Township for their review. We'll also put it on the agenda for the Summit Township Planning Commission for review at their January meeting. We will have a public hearing prior to the February 6th supervisors meeting, and then this 45-day review period would end on February 17th. At that point, depending on what comes through the review, we can proceed with approving the ordinance or amending and starting the process over again. Any questions?
What's this one here about?
That is community park.
Okay, thank you.
Is that a sidewalk?
It's sidewalk and or trail.
Oh,
So basically pedestrian access.
and explain this is just a plan, an idea for the future. None of this is set in stone.
No, and it's primarily to work in concert with the sidewalk ordinance that we're updating, which we'll talk about in February. So the sidewalk ordinance will make reference to this map for areas where people need to put in sidewalks whenever they do improvements. That's primarily the main purpose of it. Before the sidewalk ordinance was based off the zoning district, and it was just too broad. We were ending up with sidewalks down by Waterford Township where there would probably never be sidewalks, and just kind of a lot of deferments. With this, we wouldn't have to issue as many deferrals.
Okay, good. All right, any other questions from the public regarding transportation?
On the top part of the map where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black dots, it looks like, and then it's all red, that's all sidewalk area possibly to be done? Matt, up in the top corner, yeah, all that.
Yes. So we've been kind of plugging away at the Peach Street corridor. It's a combination. So the thought was with this area, we'll have it on there so as they do developments, it'll trigger sidewalks. But also by having it on this plan, we can use it as a kind of a leveraging document for when we go for grants. So then we can go for a grant, or if PennDOT goes through and does improvements, we can leverage this document with PennDOT to say that we want sidewalks in this section here. Because if from Keystone down, there already are sidewalks. So this is kind of filling in the gaps.
What's the green map?
Those are existing roads in different classifications. I think the green is like local roads. The light blue is collector streets. The purple is kind of the commercial streets as well. So just different classifications of streets. Those were on there prior. None of that's changed with this amendment.
Is this map published on the website? Can it be?
It is, as of today. It was on there prior, but whenever we updated the website, somehow it fell through the cracks and wasn't on the website. We realized today that it wasn't. So the current one is on there now. The draft one, we'll probably send out like an email, a Facebook blast, and have a copy print here in the office for folks to review, and then we'll have a copy on the website for folks to review. It might be a couple days lag before we get that in there, but that'll be in there before we advertise for the public hearing.
That's the kind of document that would be helpful to have before the meeting.
Yes.
It was on the website. So you-
Yeah, it'll be on the public hearing will be in February, and all the documentation will be there prior to that.
Great.
This is kind of the sneak preview.
All right, you saw it first. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
If you want, I can take the next one too.
Yeah, go ahead. A motion to approve, deny Summit Township Sewer Authority request to perform a non-emergency road cut on Old Perry Highway.
So our street cut ordinance prohibits non-emergency street excavations and openings from November 1st through March 31st. But the sewer authority is working on the project, and I have the map up here. And originally it was going to be a directional drill. That's this blue line here was the path of the directional drill. And Old Perry Highway runs like this. So originally they're going to have a pit here and a pit somewhere up in here, and they would directionally drill it under the road. The contractor does not feel comfortable doing so, so he's requested a revision of the alignment to this clouded area where it would run parallel to the road, and then do a more of a perpendicular crossing up in here. So they're requesting to do an open cut in this section, which alignment-wise, it's better for us because it's a smaller road cut. If something were to happen with the directional bore and they were to dig up, it would be a mess. So timing of year, the directional drilling is difficult, and based on the schedule of the project and the grants and everything, they need to move now. They tentatively are scheduled to do the force main installation there it is. Tentatively starting on January 9th, and they hope to be completed by February 6th.
How long would you expect the road to be open? Just a day or two for the cut, or?
Probably, yes.
It's at minimal depth. I think it's only
5 foot.
5 foot deep, so they'll move right along.
Yeah, and they'll still have to do the bonding, get the permits, and they would have to restore it with concrete until they can do the proper restoration in the spring. We had a question in the audience.
No, go ahead.
I don't think there's anybody here that will deny that there's nothing frozen, and if it has to be done by the 9th, which is what, 6 days from now? There's no reason they can't directional bore it.
Well, keep in mind that that's a 24-inch bore, 18-inch bore.
It's either 18 or 24.
It's not like it's a gas line that they're boring.
I understand, and
It's
with the ground as wet and soft as it is, you can't beat that. It's gonna be easier than it is in the summer, when the ground's all rock hard.
the other problem they ran into with that is they could not find anybody that would directional bore in the wintertime because they have to use some sort of an antifreeze, and then it creates a slurry at the pit areas. They'd have to have a pit every 500 feet because of the size of the diameter of the bore.
No, I'm talking about just going across the road.
Oh, going across. And
Yeah,
one of
crossing
the-
the road, why can't they directional bore
Well,
underneath the road?
one of the things that they'll do is they'll backfill that ditch with higher strength concrete, and that'll be the temporary patch through the winter months. It won't just be backfilled with, overburden or anything.
Well, I can vouch, the piece of pipe that goes from across the road from my house to the other side of the road, which was done in the 70s, is still a bomb.
Where's that?
Right by
Okay,
Tony's house.
okay, gotcha.
And there's absolutely no reason why they couldn't bore that.
Yeah,
To go right straight across. I understand length, but when you're just going underneath the road,
yeah.
That seems kind of pointless.
Geez,
It's tough enough to keep the road together, let alone tear it apart and then put patches in it.
better do a good job. All right, where are we at? Anything else?
No, that's it.
We don't have a vote yet.
Now make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, where do we go here? Oh, gosh, old business. Motion to approve or deny second amendment to funding allocation agreement for Prairie Highway Host Company, MOU, 1-year extension.
Motion.
I'll second it.
Questions on that one?
What is the payment per year? Does anybody have any idea?
What is the extension? Is it just? Here, Jim, I'll tell you myself. Okay, yeah, they were coming at us with a pretty high number at first, and then they backed down, and then we made a deal. The 1-year extension will be $962,708. The original ask was $1.33 million, I believe. And we told them until we get any studies done, they was talking to them about the DCED, doing the studies on what their needs really are. We just didn't feel comfortable doing that, so we made a deal at $962,708, and that'll allow them to do what they've got to do.
Do you know what it was last year? Anybody know what the payment to them last year was?
It was $96,000 increase this year, so.
It was
$96,000 increase from last
I
year.
think last year was 880, possibly.
Sounds right.
In that neighborhood. All right, so, any more questions?
Is there anybody that's actually like auditing them and where that money all goes?
Yep, oh yeah, they have an audit done every year, and Jack's on their board, and that's why I was saying to Jim, the DCE, is that right?
Yep.
DCED is gonna do a study on the whole situation over there, just figure
Oh, they're gonna do a study.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're in the middle of that, and that's why we held off on the full-blown deal until we see what these people have to say about it. That's all, so we don't just say, oh, okay, you know, we wanna see what their needs really are, and we know they need it, they're getting abused by the mutual aid deal more than anything, but this will be a little bit of a safety net for us at least. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Land development, Tammy?
Yep, so we have the Joseph and Roberta Kuzma subdivision plan on Old French Road. That parcel number 4015-8519, located in the residential low density district. The owners are proposing to subdivide the parcel, a 16.64 acre parcel, into 2 separate parcels. After the subdivision, the residual parcel will be reduced to 14.64 acres. We received this plan on September 26th of 2022. The Planning Commission recommended approval on October 10th, 2022. It went before the Erie County Planning on December 22nd, 2022, as they recommended approval.
And that's, small flow sewage?
Yes, it will.
When does that come out of the Senate? Or did it? It did. It did.
It already did.
We already, yeah, they already applied and already got approval for the small flow.
Did we vote?
No, they didn't motion.
Oh, okay. All right, motion to approve and I subdivision plan for Joseph and Roberta Kuzma, Old French Road, parcel ID 40-15-85-19 RMD.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Question?
Yeah, I have a question. What's the irregular shape there for? Is there a well back there or some amenity that needs to be shaped like that?
No.
Yeah, I bought that from Dad back in 70, I think. I don't know for sure what year it was. In the back corner of that leg out there is the gas well.
Figured there was something back there.
That's why that went over that way.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Jamie. Other business, okay.
One thing before you go to that.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed it, but, you made Tony chairman. What are the other two supervisors, for us auditors?
Yeah, this.
I'll give you a copy of that in the morning. I believe
Yeah, but
I did last year and the year before too.
I didn't go through this. Do you want, I can read it off real quick. Want to hear it, you want to read it?
No, it's, just what the other two are, as long as it's there.
Oh,
I just wanted to make sure so that in the morning we say, oops.
oh, yeah.
Yep, that was that first resolution.
Yeah, our roles haven't changed. We're still the same as we were. Mark is the roadmaster, liaison to the sewer authority, and STIDA, safety coordinator for CDL, representative to the Erie County Metropolitan Planning Organization, and he's a second voting delegate to ECATO, as well as the alternate ECOG rep. I am the chairman, director of Parks and Recreation, maintenance supervisor, assistant roadmaster, liaison to the Recreation Board and the Water Authority, alternate voting delegate to PSATS, alternate voting delegate to ECATO, and second alternate ECOG representative. Jack is the vice chairman, the treasurer, director of land development, liaison to Perry Highway Host Company and emergency management, liaison to the planning commission and STIDA, voting delegate to PSATS, voting delegate to ECATO, and ECOG representative.
Thank you.
Very welcome. So, good, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on, other business, listeners not here. Engineer Jonas.
I have nothing else to add tonight, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Lee.
Yeah, right. Thanks for coming to the meeting. I'd like to, Kip in here, I'd like to thank Kip for getting rid of that old boat on Cherry Street Extension. It's been sitting there for years. It got no title, big deal trying to get rid of it. And the property owner claims it wasn't his, and he wanted to get rid of it too, so we asked District Justice about it. Had a little letter made up, notarized, and the guy, the owner of the land signed it. So they donated it to Perry Highway Hose for the training center for boat rescue, so it's parked back there behind the tower. And Kip did that on his own time too, so much appreciated.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Walker.
We have a new plow truck on the road, it's working great, better than expected, I guess. Guys are gonna continue working on trees along the roads. We've got a lot of tree branches and trees that came down during the big windstorm. We haven't had a chance to clean them up, but we're gonna get after those this week and get them all chipped up. Other than that, it's been a nice warm spell and saving money on salt and cinders, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Just want to say, looking forward to a good year, hopefully better than last year. Everything goes smooth, and thanks for coming in. We'll give everybody a chance say their piece, everybody from the public has some input. Larry,
God bless you.
Jim, or Larry? Or go ahead.
Okay to speak?
Yeah, sure.
As you all know me, Larry Jones, for Lori Drive. Going back to paragraph 6 here, it says, Warren Tax Collector, Commission for Real Estate Tax Collector for 2023. And you gave a comment a few minutes ago about how many people are in the township. What is the percentage of the people in the township? What does the tax collector get at the end of the year or every month?
Okay, I got you.
I mean, there's gotta be a figure on it, so try not to push me away.
No.
Yeah,
So, are you doing some figuring?
yeah.
Lisa will do some figuring. I really don't have any idea. Well,
So as of 1/3/23, we have 4,034 taxable parcels in Summit Township.
How many?
4,034
Plus one tonight.
okay,
as of today.
Times, what?
$3.90, pretty good,
397.
$3.97.
397.
What's that, anybody?
$16,000.
$16,015.
How much?
$16,015.
That's her,
Now, that doesn't count, that's when in our township here, it doesn't count the,
That's just Summit.
That's just Summit Township.
it doesn't include what she gets from
The county,
Waterford and everything
the school
else.
district, or streetlights. Streetlights are different too.
so, from this, she doesn't get anything from Waterford Township.
I don't think so. I think just Fort LaBeouf School District, Erie County, and Summit Township.
They've been down at Summit, Waterford, just for too.
Well, I think, the Overlanders.
I think she's flexible,
Melissa Overlander?
because no one else would take it in Mill Village.
She does Mill Village?
Yeah, that's not our concern.
That's a side thing, no one in Mill Village wanted the job, would take
Yeah.
the job. And so, she took it from them, if someone else wants it, they could have it back.
Yeah.
So, what is the question, Larry, at the end of the day, how much does she make? Is that what you're trying to figure out?
I wanted to know the total wages for the tax rate.
And I don't, I mean,
I mean, there's gotta be a figure on it.
how much of it are we?
We pay her $16,015 a year.
For,
Now, if you wanna know what the school pays her, go to a school board meeting. If you wanna know what the county pays her, then ask the county. We don't know those numbers.
what about streetlights?
Streetlights is minimal.
Well, we don't know now.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I
We
can go
can-
upstairs and find out.
We can gather everything that is our business, Larry, if you want to know, then we'll do that. And as far as school and county go, they'll have to ask. We really don't know, they don't tell us what she gets. I don't know, we just, anything in Summit that we deal with, we can figure out, the rest of it, we don't.
Fort LaBeouf School Board might have their minutes on their website, maybe it's in their minutes, what they pay per parcel.
Yeah.
I remember a few years back, asked the same questions, you had to go to Fort LaBeouf downtown, Waterford, and they were gonna give us figures on theirs, then there was another district, and the total figure for all three or all four doings, it's gonna be a pretty healthy figure to enjoy sitting there.
Well, like I said, we can get ours together for you, you know, in the next, I'll talk to you some more about it. we'll get our numbers together and whatever, we gotta get from elsewhere, we can figure it out. Okay, Larry? We'll get our stuff for you. We will. All right, Jim, you had your hand
Yeah, any decision made on if they're gonna have the summer program for the little kids? That picnic camp for the 6 or 8 weeks that they used to have,
Oh.
they haven't had since COVID hit?
up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're back to the same old, we're doing picnics and everything this year, or we haven't really talked about much of
No, the rec program.
that. Oh, the rec program,
Yeah,
right.
I don't think that decision is good.
Yeah, no, I think the rec board is going to be, you meet this week? Jim, as far as we know, what about the picnics? I think we're on, right?
I'd say, yeah.
I think the picnics are back status quo, and I'm pretty certain we were gonna put a olive branch out to Pat McGuire to see what she wanted to do with the summer program. That was the last I knew. The rec board hasn't met yet, and I think that's where most of the decisions are gonna come from with the summer program. As far as I'm concerned, we're gonna do it, but I have to admit, we haven't had any real conversations about it. It's figured in, we put something in there for you, we did, so, yeah. I think we're hopefully going to go back to pre-COVID stuff here and get everything back on track.
Senior citizen center, is that all back in full force there? or-
They're doing what they want to do right now, yeah. Well, you know,
No restrictions.
Sue Seabolt passed away, the president, and so I'm not sure what they've done or who's the president now, or nobody is yet. They gotta get through that. They're trying to get it ramped up there to get more stuff going on. Last time I talked to Jan Berger. Yeah, hopefully we go back the way things were here. All right, anything else?
But it's gonna be the residents picnic as well as the seniors picnic?
Yeah.
I could, do the corn if I had help.
You're on. We'll help you. We got some young strapping lads around. Okay. Anything else from anyone else? All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thanks again.
Thanks.
Thank you. Good.
Happy New Year.